Hello and welcome to today's seminar. I'm Nuria. Today the topic is about contempt. Contempt in a relationship. How to spot it in others and within you, and the danger of contempt in a relationship. To know how it operates and to take your measures to overcome it. If it is on you, from your side, and if it is from the other person, to speak about it and to take your measures based on if that person takes accountability or not. Okay, let's dive in. So, contempt is generally in a relationship. It is to look down on the person, on another person. It is the feeling of that the other person is less than you, or that you are superior. So when you look down on another person, or when a person in a relationship looks down on you, they lack respect for you. So when there is contempt, there is lack of respect, and respect is everything in a relationship. See, if there is no mutual respect in a relationship, that relationship is dysfunctional. And when these signs of contempt are seen, it's a red flag. If not treated early, it can slowly destroy you, not just the person doing it, you, the recipient. Because contempt, like other feelings, is contagious. So, what are the signs of contempt in a relationship? If you have it, or the person you are in a relationship with, if they have contempt, how does it look like? I read in an article by a famous author of on contempt. So it says that the signs of contempt are that a person rolls their eyes when you are talking to them, and they tend to look down on you. Their conversation is not direct. The communication, there is lack of communication, direct communication. The communication tends to carry a tone of contempt. They don't see you as someone who can correct mistakes, but for mistakes they look down on you. They feel they are superior because they know your mistakes, and this is very dangerous. See, we are all human beings. We all make mistakes. We all have faults. When a relationship is doesn't have respect, mutual respect, when you don't have regard for the other person with you in a relationship, when you treat them less than, they don't deserve regard or equal respect, it is very dangerous and toxic. It doesn't solve any problem. It just becomes a means of control. So eye rolling, uh, the communication is not healthy or not. It is toxic. They don't respect your space. When you talk, they interrupt you. This happens frequently. It's not one-time behavior. It is. It's like you start to speak about something, they quickly change the subject. They don't want to listen to you. You are in a relationship. You expect mutual respect. You expect that you support one another. So when you have a need and you are expressing, they don't let you finish. They change the subject, and this makes you feel disregarded and not respected. And it hurts so bad. So when you see these signs, and also sarcasm, they often use sarcasm. They are sarcastic. They look for your flaws and mistakes, and they throw them on you. It hurts you. You react. They say, "Hey, it was a joke. Why are you overreacting? It was just a joke." They could even insult you for reacting, and this is a very dangerous behavior in a relationship, when these things come from contempt, it's a pattern. It's not a one-time thing, but it slowly erodes on your self-esteem. And the same thing applies. If it comes from you, if you are the one that is having contempt, first of all, you need to know that contempt can never reach the other person before spoiling you, before hurting you. You can never look down on another person without looking down on yourself. So you need to examine what is the root cause of contempt within yourself. It often comes from unhealed childhood trauma, the need to be seen, the need for your needs to be met. So you need to look within yourself when you are feeling contempt towards another person or yourself. You need to examine what is the cause. What am I neglecting of my needs? What need do I want addressed? What need am I suppressing to keep peace? When you start saying my needs don't matter, you are looking down on yourself, literally. So you are going to tend to resentment instead of asking that person to meet your need. You resent that person, you keep peace, you don't ask your need, let you give, yet you resent. You need to respect yourself. You need to see the signs of contempt within yourself. When your tone is sarcastic towards another person, when you are constantly teasing the other person, constantly looking for mistakes, and then you feel like you are better, look inside of yourself. Hold yourself accountable. See, every human being deserves to be treated with respect. And when you lack respect, you're not really living an authentic life. You are deceiving yourself. So look within yourself and address this contempt. Treat it early. If you need a therapy, go look for therapy. Seek help. Connect with God. Do something about it. Fix this contempt. Read about it. See yourself when you are being disrespectful towards yourself and the other person. Judgmental. We are human beings. We all make mistakes. We are not a lifeless object whose worth increases or decreases based on how useful or relevant they are to another person. No, no, no. Your worth doesn't decrease or increase with your achievements or actions or with how other people see you. So, addressing contempt, and if it is coming from the other person, you need to hold them accountable. You need to sit them and talk that it is hurting you, that you do not like to be addressed in sarcastic tones, that you demand and deserve to be treated with respect in this relationship, and you tell them that the consequences, that if your needs are not met in this relationship, that you will leave. So you hold that person accountable. If you want to go, both of you, for therapy to work on it, well, go work. But if this person is unwilling to correct, then it is time for you to decide what is best for you. Living. Because contempt, the study says, contempt is a highly predictor of divorce. The study says that relationships, couples, one of them or either or the two with contempt, it was an indicator that this marriage is going to fail. It is going to lead to divorce. When you look down on one person, or this person looks down on you, you are not equal. And when there is no regard, any problem that arises, you are going to tend, or they are going to go into being sarcastic, abusive. Respect is essential. Your sense of worth must be protected. Your dignity must be protected at all times. And any person with contempt, they attack intentionally on your dignity. What I mean intentionally, when they are doing it, they know. It may not be conscious, but they know. They know it's going to hurt you. They feel it is right to hurt you, in fact. So whether they are aware or not, the damage is there. You are being damaged. So it is very important to address contempt because it's a destroyer of relationship. It's a destroyer of self-esteem. How can you take care of something or someone you don't have value? You don't regard. You don't see them as invaluable. See, when there is contempt, you'll feel entitled to hurt. You will justify because they are less than. Whatever damage you cause or that person causes, they are going to feel, or you are going to feel that you are justified. You know, they are less than, they deserved it. And that is stupid. That's stupid. You need to grow up. Or that person, you need to tell them in that relationship to grow up. Mature relationship or mature people, they do not look down on each other. The essence is respect. They sit together and bring to the table whatever is challenging the relationship. If there is a need for time and attention that person is not giving you, you need to address that respectfully. I'm offended or feel unseen in this relationship because you are not giving me the time. Instead of turning to nagging, to ridiculing, to sarcasm, addressing. See, what there are things in the relationship that are non-negotiable. You would not tolerate. So when these things happen, you sit and discuss like a mature people. And if you are falling apart, if you are struggling to handle it, then you need to involve a professional. You need to go for therapy and work through it. With contempt, marriages fall apart. Children become lost. With contempt, people don't tend to solve a problem. They make drama. They backbite. They bully. They become resentful. It is very dangerous. It's very ugly. It's immature, childish. So work on this. If you are the one that is struggling with contempt, if you look down on yourself, you are definitely going to look down with your partner in the relationship because you have neglected your own inner child. So tend to your inner child. Address your own needs. What are your needs that are unmet? Seek help. Create a space for yourself to meet your needs, to feel that you are a human being worthy of unconditional love, nurturing and care and support at all times. That your worth is not tied to achievement. That you making mistakes does not make you less human. It makes you human. So address this if it is on you. And if it is coming from that person, still sit and talk to that person, hold them accountable. And when they fail to show interest, to take responsibility, then this person is immature. And if the person is immature, you cannot do anything about it. You cannot do anything about it. You have to make your own decision. If that thing that you are talking about is something that is non-negotiable for you, you have to make your decision to leave. If they are unwilling to work through, then choose yourself. If this has resonated with you, for more, subscribe to my channel, like and share. I'd love to hear your comments about how you work on contempt or how you dealt with it in a relationship, your achievements in working through it. It will be an inspiration for others to read and for me too. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.